let's go ahead and move on to our next movie right here, which is Lights Out.
The sequel to Inside Out.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna give you the. I apologize to you.
Sorry, I apologize.
Obviously
man.
I'm a little too hard on you.
It happens.
Man.
Sometimes there's that moment of silence, and you just think, "Well, I need to fill it," and so you just say the first thing that's right there.
No, just stay silent, man.
Got
I
it.
appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. No, don't do that. Cause you
Come on, the
take that
first
shit
rule
later.
is
Oh yeah, you know.
first rule is no dead air.
Yeah. But even when you kill dead air, man, that's bad.
Resurrected.
Lights Out. This is everybody's talking about this because they're saying, finally we getting a horror movie out there. We getting some good horror films. People coming in, they're using their imagination. They're just not relying on jump scares anymore and millennial kids taking the clothes off, and soundtracks and whatnot. People are coming in and doing what, like a lot of people like to say, smart horror. And a lot of people who know about Lights Out, they're thinking that they're going to get that with this movie. And the reason why is because this is a movie, the creative part comes in where it plays with darkness and light. You have a woman who, played by Maria Bello, went to a mental home years ago, made friends with the only evil person in there.
A ghost vampire.
Yeah. It pretty much imprinted on her, would not let her go. It's almost like the world's creepiest lesbian out there. And she is so imprinted on this woman, is in her mind. Now, here's the thing about it. There's a catch to it. Yeah, she's kind of evil. Yeah, she's kind of clingy, but she has a weakness, which is light. And anytime you cut on the light, she has no power. Now, her kids, her estranged daughter, who's played by who, man?
Teresa Palmer.
And her son, in the mental state that she's in, is in exactly any condition to take care of these people, especially her young son. But she's trying to reclaim her life back so that she can actually live a normal life for once. But with her friend Diana always lurking in the background, she is not going to let that happen.
Dirty Diana.
Dirty Diana! Can the family come together and be a family once more and get rid of this evil that has been splitting them apart for years? Now, a lot of folks, they're also excited about this because this was a short that was made back in 2013, and that short was a part of a film festival. It was called the Who's There Film Festival, or film contest, rather. And this one broke out. I mean, when it got online, I remember showing this to people and scaring the fuck out of people with it. And look, I'm not easy to scare. It even creeped me out. When I saw this, and it's very short, very straight to the point, and that whole thing we're talking about with imagination playing with the dark and the light, that's what this did. Although, it's even for it being I think it's about 2 minutes long, even within 2 minutes, they managed to put that white person there that goes by horror movie logic, man. Mm-hmm. The white people that decide to be roommates with the ghosts instead of just leaving. And as long as you're paying rent, I don't care what you do. Now, this is the part where you would get the fuck out.
Thank you.
This is the part where I jumped through a window.
If I got somewhere to be, I apologize.
Yes.
You don't think it's any part of you to be like, how is this? Who's doing this to me? Did somebody set this up? What's going on?
I would be gone before I asked that question. I would ask
somebody teleport down the hallway. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
I know this ain't a prank.
Exactly. Shit, unless David Blaine broke into my ass or something,
Or Chris Angel.
Yeah, exactly.
Mind freak.
Yeah, I'm asking that question when I'm bleeding to death on the street because I jumped through the window. But does my girl do that? No, hell no. She decides to get into a fight with the ghost. Yeah, I'm gonna duct tape the light switch. That'll show you right there.
This whole time she could have been packing a suitcase, getting her toiletry bag together.
Yeah, exactly.
But no, she's putting tape in the light.
But no, she went down to CVS, got some tape, came back home, decided to piss the ghost off even more. The thing is, you see an evil spirit in your house. I mean, I would leave. I mean, she's calm and she's cool. Fine, I would run the fuck out of there. If she want to walk, that's fine. No, she decides to go to bed. She actually, she actually goes to sleep like nothing happened, man.
That is weird.
Yeah, she's like, fuck that ghost. I gotta go to work in the morning.
I went from going, there's somebody at my house to, oh shit, it's a ghost in my house to, I need to take a nap.
Yeah.
Bitch. No.
Telling the ghost, just leave the check on the desk in the morning. That's one of the things that I like about this movie here is that you see at the beginning, it's the same actress that they have right there. I don't know her name, but it's the same actress in the original. And she's in there because they use that short as a jumping off point right here. And the cool thing that I like about this is, unlike her character in the short, here she's like, no, fuck that. She gets the hell out. It must be the easiest job to do music for a horror movie.
Right?
All you gotta do is just bang on something.
Throw a cat in the trash can and shake. That's all that sound is.
Better get paid a lot for this shit. But
It's a living.
You can even look at her, and she got way more horror on her face than she did in that short.
Yeah.
And the short's like, what's peculiar? Now right there, she's like, oh shit, and she leaves. She leaves so quick. That's the last you see of her in the movie.
That was the best part of it.
Yeah.
She like, oh, there's something back there. You might want to be careful. I'm out.
Yeah,
I know. He's all like, I'm taking a call right now. She's like, okay.
yeah. She was talking to her boss. She was telling him. She told him. She's like, there's an intruder in our workplace. He's like, I'm talking to my wife and dealing with this shit. Get the fuck on out of here. And she's like, okay, you be the dumb white person.
Thankfully, I'm out.
She looking like a black person. This house sure going crazy. But that's about where you have the close similarities between the short in the movie, at least as far as shot for shot goes. I'll tell you the really cool thing about this is that this is scary and creative because it plays with shadows and light. And the cool thing about the film being not an indie movie, but one of those cheaper horror films, is that it really makes the most out of its budget for the cinematography. The cinematography here actually has to set up patterns of light, actually has to set up moments where lights go on and off in creative ways in order to create the tension. It's almost as if the cinematography in this movie is another character. And a lot of times people have flashlights that they're able to use as a temporary means of defense. But the scariest parts come in where you don't have control of the lights. Maybe there's a light bulb that's flickering on or off, or maybe like, as in this scene that we're about to show, somebody's living in a place where there's a neon light outside that's casting barely any light into the room. Okay, now I just got to say, that's the moment that you also get the fuck out.
Well, yeah, it's one thing when you see an optical illusion, but when it's making sounds and you know what it's doing.
Yeah.
But no, it's also, okay, that's a silhouette, but that's a big ass silhouette right there.
Right.
That, by the way, that's teleporting back and forth when the light comes on, and she's looking at it like it's a rat nibble on the ground or something. Ain't no rat that big with a perm that bad.
LaToya Jackson, when you get out?
Where my $5 at? LaToya Jackson. I also like it. That's the scariest thing to me when ghosts lose their shit.
Yeah.
Like they ain't just going like boo, they just when they see you, they're like, fucking kill you.
Running at you with purpose.
Yeah, like they really got a grudge on you. And maybe that's scary to me too, because I can't tell you how many times I've been with girls who run at me like that. Girls who are alive. Like, what the fuck were you last night?
That's the best thing about it, because it wasn't like, I was like, I'm gonna get you after my nails dry. I'm gonna get you. It's like, all right.
The other thing that really sets this apart is, as we were saying, what's her name, Maria Bello?
Yeah.
Man, she adds a whole other level of scary to this because she's out of her fucking mind. And rightfully so. As we said, this demon, this spirit, or whatever it is, they don't even really say what it is in the movie. It's driving her crazy.
To the point where I questioned, is this thing happening or is it going to turn out to be is just her. Because it seemed like so much of it was like, if she could just take her medication, this could be fixed.
Yeah.
And she just wouldn't do it.
Yeah, and that's a good thing about the movie. It keeps you guessing. But whether it's all in her head or not, I think it becomes clear early on because even that kid is looking around. He's looking behind her shoulder like, oh fuck, what is that? You know. And that kid in the movie is great. The kid is Gabriel Bateman. That's his name, and. You're concerned for this kid. That's what makes it so scary too.
Yeah, he's watching this movie, he seemed like the only one that had the most common sense. He was like, all right, I'm going to keep this light on. I'm going to be near this. I'm going to be near that. I need to get out of this house.
Right. Yeah.
Like, all right, cool. So that's why I think I rooted for him the most out of everybody.
Yeah.
At the point where he just runs away to his sister's house.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, the sub bad guy was CPS, Child Protective Services.
Oh, yeah.
They had it worked out. It's like, no, you got to send him back to his mom. It's like, I don't think so.
I know that kid's like, no. LaToya Jackson's back. But yeah, and the other thing is you feel sorry for him too because even he ain't scared of the ghost no more. He's just like, man, fuck that ghost. I just need 8 hours.
I just want to sleep.
I'm just tired. You can hum me all you want to. I just had one night of sleep, and plus with even with his mom, they trying to he can't even sit down and Netflix and chill with his mom without her losing her mind every time that they're trying to just have some quality family time together.
It was a long time ago, and I had a friend named Diana. She was so different.
I want to hear this shit, Mom.
So special. And look at me. And later, I found out something really bad happened to her. But the news had it wrong, you see. And she was still there. And she finally came back.
Mom, please.
He's like, I've heard this shit 100 times already. Please,
Just let me go. The best part of that scene was it was like a surprise. They're like, oh, it's a nice little clean moment. They're watching like Barney and Friends, and he's like, pause. What you doing? What's going on? Listen, I want to tell you a story. No, Mom, no.
I know. It came out of nowhere. Like they were watching a movie. She put that shit on pause because before she was kind of like, I'm gonna get some popcorn. You want some popcorn? Like, yeah, Mike. She's like, okay, but first I'm gonna tell you this shit about Diana.
Like, Mr. Krabs meme. No.
I mean, I know the horror element is real, but it just felt like it was an allegory for somebody who grows up with a mom who's bipolar.
Yeah.
You know what? And that could probably be it. That's a smart way to look at it. The reason why I knew that it wasn't that angle is because, and I'm saying this, I'm not spoiling anything because this is a compliment to the film because Diana, which is the spirit's or demon or entity's name, is always looming in the background. This is one of the things that I thought added to the creep factor of this film a lot is because it's, there are jump scares in there, but there are times when Diana's just there in the shadows, just looming, and it's shot low, so it's making her look larger than life and scary. And as I always, like I said, it makes her look really possessive too. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing about it. And because every time she's around spending time with her boy, you always see that shadow in the background. I thought that was a good effect. It's almost like it was a point where it's almost kind of like if you see her the way she's looking, she's like, hey, bitch, who you talking to over there?
I know. What you saying about me?
She was a possessive girlfriend,
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah. I'm talking to my son. But I hear y'all fucking over there.
Don't let him take you from me.
Oh, fuck. Anyway. but
I think my favorite character was the not boyfriend. The dude who's with Teresa Palmer, where they're having sex, but she's like, boyfriend, I don't know. So he's so desperate to prove that he's boyfriend material, he's going along with her with all this shit and getting beat up by the ghost.
Oh yeah.
like I was like, it's like so many red flags flying up with this dude, and I was just like, dude, let the pussy go. It ain't worth all this.
There's others.
Yeah, Brett. Yeah, that was Alexander de Persia. But I got to give it to him. But they set it up to let you know why he didn't leave because he was working for, like you say, he was working for that pussy hard. He put about a year into that shit.
The thing about it is, I don't know if you noticed this, man. There was a part where they were driving around. They showed his car, and he had TVs in the headrest. I was like, man, you got a family, and you cheating with this girl. Like, this is your jump off. Like, there's a whole nother movie going on here that they're not showing.
Yeah, like that ghost was just guilt. Nah, man, he put a year into that shit. He wasn't gonna give that up.
But there's so many places where you like you're just screaming in your head, dude, get out of there. Leave it
not
alone.
worth it.
Yeah.
I think there was a part like if he had one more encounter with that ghost, he'd be like, "Now look, motherfucker, I put in some work into this shit already."
I'm gonna give the day you a day her.
Yeah. You keep fucking this up, I will kill myself and come after you. But this is then I have to tell you that Diana also is played by an actress, Alicia Vera Baelish. I forgot what she played in. She's a
Damn.
That's a waste.
I know, man. I know, to put in ugly makeup and keep in the dark half the time.
You don't see her face at all.
Y'all could have hired any crackhead to play that role. Y'all picked her.
I thought it was a crackhead they had at first. I forgot what she was in. She's Jennifer Lawrence's double, I think, in the Hunger Games. But yeah,
Wow.
yeah, awesome, yeah, beautiful chick, man. Like I said, there's some things in this movie, man, where they also they lack logic. I mean, you got the dumb police where they're trying to tell them, hey man, they're not even saying there's a ghost in it. They're just saying, hey, look, use a light, be careful going around that corner. Police are like, shut up, let's do our job. Go back in go outside.
That's accurate.
Yeah, they're kids. Like, first of all, you ain't gonna listen to a kid. There's a ghost over there. Use a light. Shut up, little kid. And of course, what happened? It was
Yeah,
a
you ever try to tell the police how to do their job? They'll blow you off in a second.
Yeah. Well, okay, I'll let you have that one.
And I know Diana did not like the police because everybody else in this movie she toyed with. When that black cop came around the corner, he was gone.
Oh yeah.
Oh hell yeah! Saw his feet got drugged off and everything,
like
man.
a velociraptor.
Like I said, there are a few jump scares.
A few, man,
Dude, 30 minutes of this movie is jump scares.
Yeah, when you were like, oh, they could have gone the cheap route and used jump scares. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, they do, but like I said, they use a lot more imagination than they do in some of the average horror movies that I've seen lately. Unless they were like something like It Follows, which small independent movies have a little more leeway to come in and be creative. But this is more of a mainstream film, and I like that they were able to come in and be as imaginative as they are, and also just manage to still be scary. This is the leanest piece of cinema meat that I have ever had in years. There is no fat on this movie whatsoever. This movie's not even an hour and a half long. It's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, we went to the theater and came out, the sun was still up. I'm like, what the hell are we?
Yeah.
We went back in time.
I know. Diana was trying to wait on us outside. Like, God damn, they came out early. Shit, I can't get them. It's man, this movie, it knows where it came from. It came from a short which had a very straightforward premise, and they did exactly that. They got to the point with this. It was almost like they just stopped. They said, let us quit before this gets stupid and get out while we can. I wish more movies were like this. I wish more movies were like this where they realize that they need to have a cutoff point, that they really don't have that much to say. Just do what you need to do and get out. I wish more people were like this. Say what you need to say. Shut the fuck up and sit down.
That's what Twitter is for. 140 characters. Make it count.
Exactly. They put some effort into it, didn't drag it out. And the thoughtfulness that goes into this is a lot more than I've seen than some of the films that I've seen out there. I'm going to give this a full price. Like I said, I'm not saying that like this is one of the best movies of the year or anything you need to go out and see. But if you're a fan of horror and let's say you're not even scared of horror like me. I'm not scared. I was never really scared in this movie. I was creeped out, but I was never scared. But you can admire it. And if you're somebody who is scared, you're going to take your girl for a date. It's effective.
I'm gonna scare the hell out of you.
Yes, Martin. What do you say, sir?
I say that you're right. At the same time, I didn't like it near as much as you did. I mean, it is way better than most of these horror movies that come out, with the exception of something like It Follows, which is more creative. But they do a lot with this. I'm so used to these movies that have just long expanses where nothing happens, and there's plenty going on here, and there's potential for so much more. I like the characters, and I cared about what was happening, and there was some good tricks here and there. At the same time, there was a part in the middle where I don't know, I was kind of starting to lose interest a little bit, and then it snapped back. I mean, still at the end of the day, it is a cheap horror movie that kind of just cuts off without a real satisfying ending. I mean, I like a lot of stuff that's in it. I mean, every time you show these clips, I go like, yeah, that was really cool. Even though it's an hour and 20 minutes, for me, still like an hour would have been better. I don't know. It's something like I would rent and really like. Paying money, maybe not so much. I give it a very high rating.
All right.
Okay. I agree with you, man. Like the one thing I was concerned about, because I really love
You the
that
disappointed
short.
my voice. All right. I mean, I don't know why I was so mad.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right.
No, I really love that short, and the one thing I was like, all right, how are they going to make this short in an hour and a half? When we walked into this movie, I was like, all right, hopefully they don't pull another Pixels where they take a short and turn it into a hot mess. And they didn't. They kept it really tight. They kept it, like you said, under an hour and a half. And they did do a lot of great work with the cinematography, so you could actually see the demon or ghost or whatever the hell she is, but it still be in the dark. However, with this being a horror movie, man, and this is just something I have with films in general, when you set up rules and then you don't follow them, it kind of just takes me out of the movie. Like, the girl, the daughter in this movie, she's already had experiences with this girl before, but she still seems to not know what it is the next time she sees it. When, like we saw in the trailer, or the little scene you brought up there, she's like, "What is that? I don't know." I'm like, "You've dealt with this 10 years ago.
But
Why
maybe
didn't
she
you bring
blocked
that
it
up?"
out. It wasn't 10 years ago. She was a child.
She remembered all
Yeah,
that.
she remembered a lot.
She
of
remembered
it.
a lot of
It came back later.
And then, okay, and then
Stop
we'll take that away.
You can't stand when somebody wants to do that.
Then there's a part when they're like, all right, well, if we hit him with light, she'll disappear or it will hurt her. So, like, there were parts where I was like, all right, so if I hit her with the light, does it hurt her or does it make her disappear? Because they went back and forth with that.
I know you're gonna say that I'm making excuses, but
Why you look at me? I ain't
Because
saying
you're gonna say I'm making excuses, but I got a reason for that.
Then do it.
Because if she's has a prolonged exposure to the light, then she will start to get hurt. But if you flash light on her, she disappears really quick.
Nah, but you remember when they showed this part in the trailer where she grabbed that girl's hand when she was reaching for the shovel and the little brother hit her with the light and it started burning and she had to let go?
Well, that's because it was really close. You know, the closer the light is, the more harm it does.
You know how you were concerned about making excuses?
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you, this is science, man.
The one thing with this movie is you do get a lot of laughs out of it, like especially with the wannabe boyfriend. Like, he's the guy that him and the little boy are the ones you're gonna put yourself in their shoes. You're like, all right, I got to get out of this situation. I'm trying to get this girl in me. Let me be Captain Save-O.
Oh, I know, man. That kid has some of the best expressions. I mean, I watched the trailer when he has the best "what the fuck" expression I've seen.
Up. Did we wake you? What?
Who's we? Don't you just know that him and the kid from the Babadook are going to be just the best Facebook friends?
Yeah.
They're going to be in the asylum together.
And one of the things you said, you guys brought up It Follows, and you say, well, it was a cheaper film, so they used a little bit more better techniques. I'll just say, a month ago we saw The Conjuring 2, a more expensive film, but it still had a lot of cool things that hasn't been done a lot in with horror movies recently. With this, man, I feel like it'd be done much better if, again, you got your girl, you're at home sitting on the couch, and you're watching this in the dark. It's going to enhance that film for you. I wouldn't tell anybody to go out to see this unless you were really heavily invested in the short that came out with it. So, man, with this, I got to give it a rental, dude.
Oh, wow.
What you over there sucking your teeth for?
Yeah, there's two people agree on that rental, huh? Same reasons too.
Well, both of y'all don't know horror and appreciate it as much as I do.
Bro,
Fair enough.
Those jump scares were out of control.
You don't.
You were like, man, there's not a lot of them. Dude.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I don't want to say nothing, but usually like, yeah, there's a couple of jump scares. You
have been known to say that you do not appreciate horror. You know this. True. And you would just.
I love horror movies.
And you're just weird. So,
That's fair, man. So me and Diana should understand each other. I should give it a better rating.
Y'all, if you like horror, go see this shit. All right, just listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Don't let these guys ruin your entertainment.
You're going to be mad as hell to pay full price for this.
Get your girl.
I know, man. Are you sure you want to stick to full price?
Yeah. You going to get jumped at the anniversary party for this movie.
Because you know worth it? You know how often you like to go like, well, I want to give it full price, but it has
I'm committing to full price right here. Pay full price. Take your girl. She's going to be all over you.
Cut off the lights and see if Diana's in here holding them hostage. Where are you, Diana? Show yourself.
Or else when you get out, your girl going to be in your ass like this.
Why you taking that shit?
I'm sorry. I know what I'm talking about. Go see it. Go see it.
Okay.
You going to take me to see this?
She ain't gonna like it. What do you mean take me to see this? This is me half the time.
At 4 in the morning.
Yeah. If you look, they got the same hair and everything. Oh, she mad. I'm gonna really get caught tonight. She's gonna be scratching the floor.
Well, just
Make
keep,
fun of me, baby.
keep cutting the lights on.
I ain't going nowhere.
No, you're supposed to disappear when I do this.
Why cut the lights on so I can see her coming at me in the night? Coming at me faster? Hey everyone, thanks for watching. And be sure to subscribe to our channel and go over to our home, doubletoasted.com for more videos and live streams. And remember, stay toasted.